Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, where we Vooperians have come together and taken the entirety, well, not the entire North American continent. We kind of need to get rid of Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, the Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama. Hey, I'm going to be going to Costa Rica. How exciting. I get to invade there now. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna wait for our army to regroup, and we're gonna get all the things we were ignoring during the war settled. So these guys... Oh, shoot. Well, the tank and one car can go with this army. The other dude is going to be his own reinforcement army. Because we have the three main armies, and we'll throw everyone new into the new one. Thus why it's called new. So, for a new national focus, I think we should be looking back into the economy now that we have ended the war. And I think we're going to enhance our growth in the south, considering we're moving a lot of production factories into the country, and we're also going to be looking into taking Mexico, as I had hinted at in the last video, because we cannot have any land shared with enemies. I want to be a nation that in order to invade us, they will have to send their men over the ocean through the dangerous waters, which we will have superiority in, and pray that they don't get sunk by us. You know, that gives us a massive advantage. We're also going to be upping our nuclear capabilities. I don't think we have any lack of resources, so I think we're actually going to focus on infrastructure again, especially the south, because we're going to need strong infrastructure in the south to get supplies over to the new war zones, such as Mexico. And then we'll have it trickle up to the north. If they finish that, we will also set up some anti-air right across the border. Actually, we'll just set up a ton of anti-air. Let's go. All the anti-air. There we go. So we are basically now focusing on having higher war capabilities against Mexico and rebuilding our own country after this war. There were a lot more losses than I would have wanted during the war. It wasn't the most strategic, I'll admit. I made some horrible decisions, and as I get back into this game, I'm going to learn not to overextend myself and stuff, but this is just going to come with me playing it more. So, now that we have upped our main parts of our military, and it looks like we still don't have a resource issue. Wow, look how quickly we're building nukes now. Oh, shoot. So it looks like the European Union has been formed. That's an issue. I think they are actually going to be a massive, wait. What? Okay, maybe they didn't. I'm very confused now. It looks like nobody is actually in a faction. Huh. But I cannot promise that. We'll see. We'll actually be right back. I want to check something very quickly. Let's go ahead and get our research on. See, I was wondering why no one's creating factions yet. I did disable the starting factions to make it a little bit more interesting, because I would have been completely overpowered with NATO. However, I just want to make sure I didn't disable it to make factions in the future, but it doesn't look like I did, so I think we're fine. I think no one is just... I think everyone is just kind of... Oh, it's because the world tension is so low. It's not really that low anymore, but I think it isn't quite high enough for the democracies to do anything. So we're going to go for Blitzkrieg. We are not at all similar to any countries. Not at all. No previous evil countries. Shoot, we have low manpower. We have a ton of political power, though, so we're going to go ahead and move on to... I think we're going to look at limited conscription. 1.5%. Yeah, that'll triple the amount of people we have available. I think. If we hit play. Well, it should have. Interesting. The Olympics just concluded. Let's look at our dockyards, which are not full. We'll just put a little bit more into our destroyers. We have decisions available. I don't really know. Ooh, we can seek Saudi Arabian friendship now. Or we can education policy. Ah, very nice. What does that do? That kills stability though. Like, this is just a... I think we're better off just not going along the normal path and just forging our own. So we're gonna go with an industrial concern because we want to push our industry up. We're going to look at motorization company because we're mostly focusing on heavy tanks. We're going to look into, I want a close air support specialist. What aircraft designers do we have access to? I need something for fighters. Fighters would be nice. Heavy aircraft, light aircraft. That's what we want. We want... Oh, we don't have access to them. We do have Mitsubishi. Or Lockheed Martin. Medium or naval? So I'll go medium. We're getting our army over because we accidentally sent them to foreign countries. That was a slight oops. But they're fixing it. They're coming back. Here they go to the border. Sadly, I don't even think we have an advantage on the border. I think this is actually a really close one. Let's look into our navy. Which, I think I'm going to leave our main navy like this because it's basically protecting all of our important ports. But all of our new ships, this beautiful 61 ships. Geez, we can really, really do a number on Mexico. Let's set them to search and destroy because it's such a massive amount of ships. And we're going to send them to the Gulf. I'm pretty sure that's where the majority of Mexico's trade is coming out. And if we have a huge, huge, huge advantage in the Gulf of Mexico, it should keep them from getting any ideas of winning. Don't think of winning, Mexico. Don't think of it. We're not going to allow it until I completely mess up, but we'll see how it goes. Modern offshore drilling, how exciting. Now we get more oil. Fantastic. Air doctrine looks like into more agility, multi-altitude flying. Fantastic. Still got more people coming over. Encourage growth in the American South. Complete. We are fixing all of the industry. Now we're looking at the Midwest. Let's go. We need to turn ourselves into a war machine because we want to take over this world. We need to. We have to. Oh, this game is fantastic. Okay, is that everyone? I think they're all done moving. Yep, that's all of them. Hello, Mexico. How are you doing? I know, you're doing fantastic. We just have to move our Air Force. Actually, that's a better area right there. And then our other wings will go over in Texas. We have actually a lot of space in Texas. And in Texas, we're going to create new air wings because we can probably create a ton. Just move everything we can into this air wing. There we go. That's a lot. That's 401 multi-rolls. It's going to take 32,000 people. Oh, never mind. It jumped up, so we're good. We're good. That's not going to hurt too bad. Great. So we have way more people than before. Fantastic. We've also got bombers. We should probably start actually making bombers. Guess who told me that? Bomber did. Thank you, Bomber, on the Discord. So if we go over to production, where is my production? I always get these I've probably clicked everything except for it. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so we've got attack and multi-roles, but we really haven't been making fighter planes. I mean bomber planes, and we should be making bombers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of production. Where do we have? Yeah, we have like all of this is just stored up. We really don't need that many guns being made there. And let's ramp up production of our planes. There we go. There we are. Fantastic. And now they are going to fulfill a mission for me. And that mission is to completely take the absolute superiority of Mexico. We want to beat Mexico everywhere. We have to beat them land, air, and sea. It looks like sea, we have the advantage, although I think this is like, how many ships are in this group? Oh, it's not a bad amount. And they're pretty experienced, I guess. I guess it's time to run our military through some training. I don't know how trained... Oh, these guys, they've already been through a war. So they are actually already highly trained. I don't think I really have to worry about that. Yeah, I don't think I really have to train them. Even these guys, yeah, they're pretty much all pretty good. Yeah, so I don't think I really have to do much training. I don't know if they can go higher than regular. That symbol was the highest you could go before, but a lot has changed in the game, so I'll check that in a second. Let's check out our support battalions. I guess we'll improve military police and recon. I know I can do that, but I don't want to. Fantastic. Okay, let's just test out with these guys to see if they... It looks like they can go higher. So let's go ahead and train our military. You can connect air wings to an army? Since when? What? Oh, that's new. Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, well, that's great. So this makes us lose stability, but it gives us... Ooh. Military industry. Lots of military industry. This gives us more construction. Strengthen the Federal Reserve. Social liberal influence. Military production. Centralization reform. I think we're gonna go... Can I do this? No. Oh, that's the furthest I can go with regulation. So... Ah, darn social liberals are gonna get a little bit of support from this, but gotta do it. Great, so now these guys also have planes, like, actually assigned to them. That's fantastic. That's much more convenient than doing it by hand. Okay, Vooperia is ready to pounce. I think this is it. We may have a slight land disadvantage, especially with the river front, but I don't know. Let's see, does it say the enemy is superior? Yeah, it does. How is Mexico stronger than us? I don't believe it. I think I'm just gonna disregard that, because I refuse to believe that they'll beat us. Submarine operations are important. Mexico, how are you doing? I'm going to be justifying a war goal against you. And we will make it just right there, because then we'll get it pretty quickly. Oh, actually, Baja California will be really easy to cut off. That's pretty convenient, actually. So we'll just say it's for there. Take 220 days. And the world is startled. Why is Vooperia attacking again, they ask. Because we want global domination, that's why. We will have a perfect country of greatness. I mean, we already have Spook Vooper, it's just time to take over the Earth. We came back for Earth to show them the great ways of the Vooperians. Okay, so now we wait, and this is going to be exciting. 35 nukes. Okay, so we've strengthened the Federal Reserve. So we can either gain base stability or add military factories. I think stability. Oh yeah, lots of stability. Great. Financial stability is important to us. Armored spearhead. Uh-oh. Division's still preparing. Why are you still preparing? I have no clue what they're doing. It looks like all of their division's still preparing large river crossing. Division's still preparing large river crossing. Why are you still preparing? Are we having supply line issues? No. I don't believe we are. Well, we'll give them time. I mean, maybe it's because we just unlocked something new. I don't know. Actually, that's probably it, because we're getting these new companies. It's probably replacing them. It's not the end of the world, though. And that may not actually be it. Okay, it looks like we have actually built all of that up. Wow, that's great. Okay, well, you know what? Step 2 is going to be... This will actually come in use later as well. We're actually going to build some forts along. I usually don't do this, but we have so much time to prepare. Why the heck not? We will just really heavily... Oh, geez. How do I remove? Oh, right-click. Okay, there we go. We're going to heavily fortify the border. We're going to build a wall. This is going to make it much harder for them to push back at us. Honestly, we can just declare war, choke them out for supplies with our navy. And then if they try to push back, guess what? We have a wall. They won't be able to. But that's the plan. The plan doesn't always go as planned. And if we easily push into them, this wall won't have much of a purpose anyways. However, it will have a useful effect if we get invaded from the south. But what's going to happen? Brazil's going to push up through Mexico. I don't think we really have to worry about that. This is going to be one of the more challenging wars we experience. Just because Mexico has a proper military. And they are... right on our border, so we do have the threat of them taking some of our points. Thankfully, we do have some pretty nice radar now. That's fantastic. We can't actually see anything, though. It's not quite good enough. Well, you know what? We can probably research better. Soon enough, we can probably research better radar, which would be useful. I see you, Mexico. I see you. Watch out. You're up, you're next. Just wait. The music in this game is great. Fantastic music. And we've got a new group of ships. We have so many naval bases everywhere. It's beautiful. We're going to send it over to the Mexican coast and the western seaboard after they get a few more ships. No reason to do it this early. Why are they still preparing? You know what? I'm just gonna remove their commands. They're all in this army, correct? No. Okay, now as the whole army, I'm going to tell them to have this be the front line. And they should split it up equally, which they are. Great. And so if they split this up equally, then I can have each of them have their own goal. Yeah, there we go. That is very much increased our chances of winning. See, this is why you plan ahead. Okay, so now that that's all set, so now they're all ready. Fantastic. Now let's give them a plan. So these guys are going to have an offensive line to push through to here. You know, why don't they just all have the same offensive line? Can I do that? Can I just give them... No, I can't. Okay, so your offensive line is going to be to get down to Mexico City. Same with you guys. Your offensive line is also going to be down to Mexico City. But you guys have a special secondary task. You have to... Where's my third guys? Oh, there's my third guys. Oh, shoot. They're the ones I told the first... Okay, so... Why can't I give you an offensive line? You have to create a front line first. Oh. Ripperoni. Okay, we're gonna redo this. We're gonna redo this. It's okay. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. Front line here. They should all be set. Yep. Okay, now you have a special line because I want you to take Baja California as well. So you're going to do, for your offensive line, you're going to take that. And then you're gonna go there. Great. So you guys are gonna split, and then you guys in the middle are just going to go to the edge of Mexico. There you go. And you are going to do the exact same thing. Fantastic. Okay, feeling better now. It looks like we do have the advantage militarily with our Air Force and the Navy on our side. This should not be hard. Shouldn't, but I said the same thing about Canada, so, you know. For some reason, the army just doesn't do what I tell it to. That's probably my fault because I'm bad at this game, but it's fine. We'll take Mexico. I believe in us. It's so exciting. This time we're actually planned. We're set up. We've got our Navy and Air Force ready. I think we've got this. This is one of those times where we just are ready. He says before failing horribly. I can feel it. Something's gonna go wrong. I don't know what, though. I guess you never know what. Even with a river crossing, we have the advantage, which is nice. Industry. That's a bit ahead of time. Not that far ahead of time, though. Let's see, engineering. Oh, the radar. Oh, no, we can't do that anymore. I don't know what this actually does for us. I don't know what encryption does. I feel like encryption just makes it harder to tell what you're doing, but I don't really care if other countries know what I'm doing. I don't know if that's like a horrible flaw in my strategy, but I'm going to invade all of you. Duh. It's just gonna happen. There's nothing you can do about it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. There's no reason to, because you're dead anyways. Watch out. We've got nukes. I did forget we have 45 nukes just ready. Very convenient nukes. And here we are. The moment is here. I'm going to save just in case something goes horribly wrong. And we have an available war goal. Mexico, join the Vooperians or fall. Are they gonna push at all? Because we have the forts. Nope, but while they're shifting around... Push! Darn it. Please actually do something, though. I want all of you to move. All of you. Yes! We are taking land. We've split off Baja California. Their supplies are low. Their organization is dropping. We're taking land. I just want you to rush. But I can't. I'm not going to ruin the plan. Not this time. I'm just going to let this play out. Because we should have a massive advantage. And these guys, we are holding military dominance over Mexico. Let's see how it's going when it comes to air. We do have air superiority. We have naval superiority. Everything is going perfectly this time. Aha! We have some extra troops. We're just going to add them to this little backup army, which we'll use if something goes horribly wrong. But overall, militarily, this is going very well. Set a new focus. Maybe, there we go. Civilian factory construction speed up. Let's look at free military factories, which will ramp up our anti-air and anti-tank. Actually, we need more anti-tank than we need anti-air. We need more multi-rolls for upgrades. Beautiful. This front is... Oh, we did lose a tiny bit of this front. That's a little bit worrying. Why are they doing that? Why is my army not fighting back? Shoot, they've taken San Diego. Okay, so we do actually have an issue. We're gonna have the backup army actually help out over here. Mexico is hitting us. I'm gonna have to take direct control and send some forces over. This is inconvenient. They're taking a lot. Holy moly. Mexico, why you do this? Why you do this, Mexico? Oh, shoot. We've taken like half of Mexico, but they've taken a bit of the south. Where is the army that was actually in charge of that? Oh, so they just completely left their line. Okay, so you guys are now in containment. That's your new job. I don't know why you left your original lines and you kind of completely ruined the war effort. But now you're in containment because Mexico is actually doing a lot of damage. Okay, there we go. You guys are fixing it. Great. Just make sure that doesn't continue. Thanks. Just retake the land, please. They are doing that. Great. See? We had a little bit of an oof. But it's coming back, and these guys are trapped in little pockets, so we'll just get rid of them instead of wasting all of our forces surrounding them. And let's try to cut these guys off at some point. It looks like we've effectively split Mexico in two, most of which is our land. Which, yeah, that's a little bit bad. We're going to go for what gives us stability, and we're going to create an offensive line at the very end, just to tell our people, yes, we are going to be pushing. Go. Go, go, go. I want my land back. You're not letting them take that. There we go. We're taking it back. Mexico is falling back. It looks like we have a little bit of missing UCAV production. We can take care of that. We're actually going to just set it to 2, and it's going to be whenever we get new land that happens. These guys who are doing this, whatever, I'll just let them stay. They're just helping. We're retaking our land. We'll do this. More Navy. We've unlocked better bombers, so now we're making older ones, which is fine because we're just going to fix that. Where is our older ones? There they are. There we go, Generation 4 bombers. We're retaking the West Coast. It's not much of an issue anymore. A-10 Thunderbolt 2. Something is outdated. I think it's attack. Yes. There we go. Okay, let's research some new stuff. I think industry we can research. Not quite yet. Well, we can. It's just not worth it. Armor? Very far ahead of time. Nope, this one is not. There we go. So we can do some more. Oh, a new battle tank. Oh, that's a mechanized. It looks like a tank. But it's mechanized. Close. Same thing for our purposes. Running in very quickly and shooting. But they are different. We just like rushing the enemy. It looks like we have this pretty much in the bag. We have the war contained. We're taking a lot of Mexico. Their losses are way higher than our losses. Everything's green across the board for us. It's just a war of attrition for them now. Question of whether their supply lines are going to hold up, which they won't. We've got this little guy here. Let's just take care of that because that's wasting like our entire army waiting for that. Great. Now, could you please reinforce your actual army? Thanks. And Mexico City is going to fall. Is that it? No? Okay, looks like we just have to take a little bit more. Come on, Mexico, give it up. We've won this one. There's not much longer. So that... Yes! That war went a little bit more, smoothly than the Canadian War. I feel like I am getting better at this. There we go, and turn, and we are much stronger as a nation now. Vooperia, almost the entire continent of North America belongs to us now. Almost. Very close. So let's look at even more naval production increase. Let's look at what we can do here. Now we have 88 available military factories. That's very exciting. What do we need more of? We're using these for reinforcement, so let's throw the amount of tanks we have up a lot. Motorized up a lot. Mechanized up a lot. Light mechanized we need a ton of. And it looks like we can also use a little bit more plane production. Bam! Look at that. That is great. That was a good episode. I am very happy with how things went. Okay. So guys, thank you for watching. We have taken yet another major player on the Western Hemisphere. We are going to take over the entire world. Let's just quickly... Our three main armies will set up. This is kind of funny. We're just gonna... Front line. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're going to have our entire army over here. And it looks like the infrastructure here is terrible, though. So we're going to build it up so that we can actually support the army all the way up Mexico. We are going to make our country resilient. We're going to make sure that nobody can get in our way. We're going to make sure our troops have the resources they need. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. If not, you know what to do. Don't forget to hit that subscriber bell notification so that you know whenever we invade a new country. And I will see you all next time. What is a Lab 35? AAV 7, I think I saw that. Yes, that's new. Is that the modern engine? Yes, so that's got to be this. Maybe. No. possibly not. There it is, LAV-25. Light tank. New light tank. Ooh, that one looks fancy. Maybe we'll add that to something. Great. Is there anything else we need to do before we end the video? Just add 2 people to the army. The reserve army. Get our research to that. I just want to do this all now so that we don't have to, like, do it all next time. Right in the beginning. We can get straight to things. Clear those up. Got some free dockyards. A lot of them. Ramp up the amount of destroyer production, the amount of submarine production, and the amount of frigate production. And that's all set now. Bye!